What's pop-a-lockin', boys and girls? This is Mr. Spade here, your Canadian friend and commentator. This is the second episode of Random Game of the Week I have for you guys, and this is a pretty weird game. If you haven't looked at it already, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you haven't had the Xbox for very long, guys. This was one of the games that came out originally for the Xbox 360 arcade. It was one of the first arcade games, I believe, and I got it for free when I bought my Xbox. It came as one of those Xbox included games, which they used to put in the game boxes. I don't think they do that anymore, though. I think they do it for PS3, but I think you have to pay a lot of extra money to put an extra game into the box for you, and I think you have to pay like 60 bucks or something like that to put a new game inside the Xbox box when you buy it. And I know for certain that I didn't get it when I bought my Xbox, but my new Xbox, I mean, because my old one broke down and I had to rebuy an Xbox. I have the nice Xbox Elite now. Not the Elite, the Slim. It's 250 gigabyte Xbox. It's a pretty sick Xbox. I would suggest buying it. It's a lot smoother. It doesn't overheat. It's overall a generally good console to buy. It's better than the old crappy Xbox arcade version that I used to have that was the white version. No one used that anymore. But anyways, guys, what is this game? This game is Hexic HD. It's sort of like a rendition of Bejeweled, which is a game that is on many different platforms. It's on the console, I believe. It's on the Xbox 360, I know for sure. I don't know whether it's on the PS3, but I'm pretty sure it would be, as it is a pretty popular game and a pretty well-known game. It used to be, I believe, an arcade game at the, with the old-fashioned arcades with those big arcade machines with Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man and all that stuff, Asteroids, just those sort of arcade games. I'm pretty sure it used to be one of those games. Anyways, pretty much what it is, you have to match these hexagons up with each other by rotating them in clockwise or counterclockwise formation. You have to get a group of 3 of them together or more, and for a group of 3 you get some points. I'm not sure the exact number of points, but for a group of 4 or more you get quite a bit of points. And if you can get special formations too. There are like these formations that I have right now, the star. How you make a star is you have to have 6 colors of the same color all around a central point that is not the same color, and that'll make you a star. And pretty much what a star does is it puts it so you can rotate everything around the star in a counterclockwise or clockwise formation. And obviously that's 6 hexagons you can rotate at once, so they're really helpful to stars, and I would suggest try to make as many of them as you can, as it makes the game quite a lot easier, especially if the stars are close together with each other. It just makes everything pretty darn easy to get formations and whatnot. Also, there's another formation that you can do that's I think it's called like a triple star or something like that. You notice that the regular cubes, hexagons, have stars on them as well. These are points. These are blocks that give you more points when you put them together. For example, I just got a star formation there with a yellow star and 2 regular blocks. 2 regular yellow blocks, and I got more points from it. If you put 3 stars together, it gets rid of it gets rid of a lot of blocks in the area. If you put a star together, a regular block together, and then a bomb of the same color, it gets rid of all of that color on the board. So that's pretty darn useful. That's pretty darn difficult to get, though, because pretty much when a bomb comes onto your field of vision, you pretty much want to get rid of it as soon as possible, because what a bomb does is the amount of turns it takes you to get rid of it. It counts down every move you take. So when it gets to 0, then kaboom, your game is over. So you want to get rid of those bombs pretty much as soon as they pop on the board. Otherwise, you're going to be screwed, and it's just not going to be a good time for you. It's just going to be very unhappy, because these games take anywhere from up to half an hour to an hour, and it takes a pretty long time, these games. I would suggest not buying this game, though, if you don't already have it as a free version. Just because this game is one of those games that you play for one time on occasion, maybe on a birthday or a New Year's, or no, I'm kidding. It's just one of those games that you don't play very often, and I wouldn't suggest buying it just because it doesn't hold that addicting factor to it as Call of Duty does. It's one of those games that takes time, and you have to think through it and look for patterns, and you want to make sure that you're not upsetting any patterns above you or below you when you create these patterns with the blocks to try and clear blocks, because everything, when you move something below, it moves everything down from above it. So you just want to make sure. It's one of those games that takes a long time to think through, and it's just a game that you don't really want to go back to it once you're done playing it. You're just like, oh really, I have to do it again? God damn it, I don't want to do it again, it takes too long. Anyways, guys, it looks like this game is wrapping up. My final opinion of it is if you don't already have it, don't play it unless you're one of those people that just buys games for no reason at all, just because they're bored. Then I would suggest you buy it, but aside from that, I don't think it's the best idea to buy. See, right here I have a bomb that's about to go off. It's got a few turns left on it, and me being the dumbass I was, I didn't think through it properly, and that's sort of what the downfall was of me. I was just sort of looking around right here, trying to find some patterns that I can make, and I'm just thinking, ah, crap, I don't think there's a way I can get out of this. Well, that sucks. Now that I look back on it, I still can't find a way that I could have gotten out of this. Maybe a couple turns earlier I could have gotten out of it, but I just wasn't thinking very clearly right now. It was a pretty late night at this point, and I was just thinking, okay, well, whatever. I'm not going to start over anyways, just because I don't really want to do another hour to an hour and a half game, because this is a pretty long game. Level 5 is actually pretty good for this game. If you get to level 5, consider that good. I would definitely consider that good because, well, I got to level 5 and I beat all my friends' high scores, and look at that, kaboom. Game over, new high score, Demonic Spade. So, anyways, guys, that's the end of that game. I shall see you all later. Peace out.